The Amazfit Falcon is the most expensive and most premium multi-sport watch that Amazfit ever created. This one comes in at a price of $500, which makes it twice as expensive as the new Amazfit GTR 4, and it doubles the price of the Amazfit T-Rex 2. Hey guys, my name is Leonard and you are watching the product reviewer, and today we will check out the top 7 things that you need to know before you get this watch. This rugged smartwatch has so many things to offer, but first off, let's check out the stunning design. Now, just like the Amazfit T-Rex 2, this watch made it through over 15 different military tests. Those included 96 hours of salt spray resistance, 240 hours of humidity resistance. It is cold and heat resistant from -40 all the way up to +70 degrees Celsius. It is shock resistant, and it is even water resistant up to 200 meters. The 1.28-inch Touch display lights up with 1000 nits, and it has a crisp resolution of 416 by 416 pixel. The Falcon is a big chunky watch with a full titanium unibody, 4 physical buttons, and a sapphire crystal glass. The silicone straps have a very easy to use quick release feature, and if you look closely, the bezel tempers just a little bit off towards the edges of the watch. Now, the 2 physical buttons on the left side are only for navigating up and down on this watch, and with the 2 right buttons you either navigate over to your app menu or over to your sport modes, even though the upper one is customizable, and in the settings you can connect this one also to any of the other apps that you have on your watch. Now, of course, you can also just swipe left and right to get through all of your tasks and your applications. Now, by swiping down, you get to your rather big control center with the usual flashlight, D&D mode, theater mode, and brightness settings. If you swipe up, you get to a custom list of apps to which you can add more apps or kick some apps out anytime you want to. Swiping left takes you to the app menu and right to your notifications. On this watch, you can only read the message and afterwards you can delete it, so there are not even any quick reply options. But if you head over into the Zap app for a second and click on notifications and reminder, we can decide from which app we want to get notifications from and from which not. You can also receive incoming calls on this watch, but since we have no built-in mic and no built-in speaker, we cannot directly talk on this watch, and we still have to talk on our smartphone. Now, since we have no built-in mic and speaker, we also have no voice assistant like we have with the Amazfit GTR 4. On this one we had Alexa voice assistant, and we're not getting anything like that on the Amazfit Falcon. And as for last, this watch is compatible with iOS and Android smartphones and weighs in at 64 grams without the straps. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the sport modes and the built-in GPS. Now, this one automatically detects 8 of your workouts. That includes running, walking, swimming, cycling, and pool swimming. And besides that, the Falcon also tracks 150 more sport modes that are nicely categorized in different sections like running and walking, swimming, dancing, ball sport, and a few super exhausting board and card games like chess and checkers. Now, before you start one of your workouts, you can set up some alerts and goals. You can do some different interval trainings that you can customize yourself as well, and you can set how accurate your GPS should be. If it's supposed to track but don't waste too much of your battery life, if it's supposed to be balanced, or if you want the very good accuracy. As for the built-in GPS itself, this one finds a signal quite fast, and the accuracy of it is very good. It doesn't matter if you're in the city or in an open space, this one always performs good and only cuts corners a little bit short, but that's about it. I've tested so many GPS watches up until now, and I think this one easily competes with Garmin and Apple watches. Now that we talked about the sport modes and the built-in GPS, let's take a look at the health features. Now, this watch of course tracks your heart rate 24/7, and it even gives you some heart rate alerts whenever you are having a very high or a very low heart rate. Now, you also get an SpO2 tracker that will also once again alert you when you have a very low SpO2 level. You get a stress tracking and a sleep tracker that will track your deep and light sleep, as well as your REM and awake time. Plus, you get to see your breathing rate and breathing quality over the night. Since this one is an Amazfit watch, you get the one-tap measuring as well, which is one of the nicer features of this watch. It will track your heart rate, stress, SpO2 level, and your breathing rate at the same time, which is a nice feature to have if you want to have a quick checkup on your health stats. Something else that I really like about this watch are the customizable watch faces. Not only do you get a good amount of watch faces by default, But in the watch face store over in the Zap app, you can download even more watch faces, like dynamic watch faces that have a little motion to them. You have custom backgrounds on which you can set your own pictures as a background, but you also have the classic selection of digital and analog watch faces. And all of that is for free. Now, depending on the watch face that you are on, you can change the background colors, the style and the color of the pointers, and you can change the display metrics. So you can change the battery life over to your steps or look at your heart rate, and I think it's really up to you. Next up, we got the battery life. Now, the Amazfit Falcon packs a 500 mAh battery, which lasts about 14 days on normal usage and 30 days if you're running the power saving mode. And if you are a very heavy user, you should still get around 7 days of battery life. Now, just right quick, the battery life for the different GPS modes. If you're using the power saving mode, your watch will last 50 hours, 38 hours in the balance mode, and 21 hours on full accuracy. So this watch has a lot more smaller features to offer, so I just thought I'd bundle them all together and let's go. So this watch has a stopwatch, an alarm, and a timer, a weather app, and of course you get a calendar. But you also get a music player with which you can skip a track, go back a track, play and pause, and you can adjust the volume. You'll also have an always on display mode with different AOD styles, which will either follow your current watch face or a different style that you choose, and as well as you can change the theme style of your apps. And guys, that's already it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.